Well, Broncos country. What what a game. I mean, you hate to see it. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see our boys lose. Uh I mean, we played a game and we lost. Uh Jags obviously wanted it more. They needed it more. They came into Mile High and ended up taking the win out over us. And it hurts. I'm not gonna lie to you. It hurts. It hurts to see that we couldn't come through. Devastated at that last minute injury to Pat Bryant. Uh One of our just outstanding shining rookies get taken off the field like that. Prayers to him, prayers to that he is okay, and that it isn't a serious injury. Uh but there's a lot for us to get into, a lot for us to talk about in this post game. And you know what? Season's not over. All right. Yes, tonight was a hard loss, but it is not over yet. So let's go ahead and start getting ready to get into it.
Shake the air. Get the box. Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Broncos country. We're never afraid to take. The rivals gonna crumble in the spotlight's glare. Get boxed all together. Let's shake the air.
Inside the 15, inside the 10, the 5, touchdown, Denver!
All right, joining me, just like during the bucking booth and the game time show, I've got Bronco Rob with me tonight. Rob, I'm sure. We just did a live show together, so I know how you're feeling. I don't even have to ask you how you're feeling. But I mean, what are your biggest takeaways? I think to start, what are your biggest takeaways from this unfortunate loss?
Defense didn't play like we're used to seeing it. I mean, let's be honest. We'll get into the stats, but I mean, we gave up 279 yards to Trevor Lawrence alone. The injury to Brandon Jones over the top definitely has hurt us. Riley Moss, missed tackles, penalties. Our run game was non-existent. Bo Nix did everything that he could, but, this is an 11-man game, offense versus defense, and our defense let us down. Our play calling was not what we have come to expect of Denver, especially from the Green Bay game. This was a night and day difference. And it just, it stings. It stings to lose to Jacksonville. Hats off to them. As you can see in my tagline, T's and P's to Pat Bryant. I hope he's okay. And Bo, I mean, was just he knew it. Like Bo feels really bad about that play, and it wasn't our night. So that drops Denver to 12-3, brings Jags up to 11-4, and I don't think we're going to get that number one seed. But there's a silver lining to everything, and we're going to get into it tonight on the Buck Your Feelings podcast.
Absolutely. I mean, so like my thing is this is like, would we have liked to have seen the number 1 seed? Absolutely. Like absolutely. Every team wants the number 1 seed. I'm not devastated that we don't have it. If that makes sense. I'm not devastated that we don't have it. We're in the playoffs, right? And we are firmly in the playoffs, whereas the Jags are still fighting for their seat. They're fighting to get into the playoffs, right? It wasn't just beating us that put them in there. They still needed Houston to lose, which Houston did not. Houston ended up beating uh Las Vegas. So they're still fighting for it. So they needed this win, and they came in and it showed that they needed it more than we did, and they played. Looking at the box score coming into it, we've got on Jacksonville's side, we have 23 attempts for 36, or sorry, 23 completions for 36 attempts, like you said, for 249 and 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 5 sacks Trevor Lawrence took tonight. So again, I don't know if it's that it's not our defense that we saw. I think this is probably more squarely on the offense. There was a lot of plays I think that I saw that were just questionable. For Bo, we have 28 completions for 47 attempts, 353 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 1 sack. I think that interception is really what was kind of like that final nail in the coffin. We're seeing Bo throw that interception didn't help. So as far as Bo's performance, what do you think was? Do you think it was just him under pressure? Do you think it was our O line? Do you think it was Bo just trying to do just not going through the proper steps and having good tosses, or what do you think?
Well, I mean, like I said before, it's kind of a combination of a lot of things. I definitely feel like our O line didn't protect Bo. Bo didn't take any sacks this game that I'm aware of.
Took one sack.
He took one. Okay, so he took one. So I mean, for the most part, as far as protecting Bo goes, O line did their job, but the Jaguars still were able to bring pressure and pressure Bo the entire game. I don't think there was a drive that Bo Nix wasn't running for his life. Bo made some costly plays, especially that interception that, like you said, was kind of the final nail in the coffin. But we went away from our running game. Jaleel McLaughlin was dicing up their defense there in the beginning, and then our run game just kind of stopped. And I feel like that comes down to play calling. Now, I'm not calling for Sean Payton's head. I'm not even calling for VJ's head, to be quite honest. But collectively, all those little things added up to enough to let the Jaguars get 14 points ahead on us, and we couldn't come back. We didn't have that fourth quarter magic that we're used to seeing from Denver at home.
Let's we'll going through that real quick. Just since you started bringing up the rushing, let's actually look at the rushing. So Jags had 27 attempts for 81 yards, 1 touchdown, and the longest was 24. All right, and that was from ETN. He had 16 carries for 50 yards. Trevor Lawrence had 6 carries for 20 yards. LaQuint Allen Jr. had 4 carries for 10 yards, and Jacoby Myers was 1 for 1 versus Denver. RJ Harvey had 7 carries for 50 yards and 1 touchdown, which was a heck of a touchdown run. All right, that was absolute heck of a run. Love to see it. Unfortunately, it was, kind of towards, the end. We had Jaleel, who you were talking about. He had 5 carries for 37. We had Bo, who had run 4 times, one with a Bo designed play for a run, which I love to see. And Marvin Mims Jr. had 1 carry for 3 yards. But in total, we had 17 carries for 101 yards and 1 touchdown. So we didn't run as much, but we had more yards rushing than Jacksonville. And we still just could not. We just could not solidify it. So do you think that we should have run more in the end? Is that pretty much your thinking?
Yeah, I mean, it just seemed like to me, our run game started off good with Jaleel, and then it was just pass, run, pass, run. And it just seemed like Sean Payton, again, didn't run the ball as much as we've seen previously. Not only does this break our consecutive win streak at home, but it breaks our game streak that we had of 11 games, 12 games in a row. It sucks, man. I mean, this is definitely not the game that we wanted to lose.
No, but you know what? This is the game that I thought we were going to. So I know that previously I talking to Jay, talking to Johnny. I think even talking to you, off the podcast. I wasn't afraid of Green Bay. I'm not afraid of KC. I'm not afraid of the Chargers. The Jags were that team that I was like, this is the one that might be. And everybody thought I was crazy. They're like, how could you sit there and think that it was that? And I was like, the Jags need it more than we do at the end of the day. They needed this one to because the AFC South is an absolute dumpster fire of a mess with who's going to be the number one seed or the division leader between Houston, the Colts, and Jags. And so this was a win that they needed versus a win that we needed to be the number one seed, but not so far as winning the division or being
knocked out of the playoffs.
Right? So I was like, that's the one. I was like, the Jags are gonna come in and they're gonna put up numbers on us if we're not careful. I remember seeing, I think Billy Timmons in our chat for the Bucking Booth, who was saying like, he was like, what was it? Can't think of it.
Grunt, before we get to that, you want to get some housekeeping out of the way real quick?
Oh, yeah, sure. But right before we keep going into this and keep going into this, we'll go into some housekeeping. So, stream today is brought to you by W. Unfortunately, we didn't get the W today, but you still can. If you go ahead and use OBN10 at W.com for 10% off your order at checkout. Now, why would you do that? Well, because there's no sugar, no calories, no malproduction, no fillers, no artificial flavors. It's formulated with the nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and neurotropics, including the patented Neurofactor, nootropic, and caffeine derived right from the coffee fruit. It's great. Pumps you up full energy. You don't get a crash. And it's awesome. All right. And again, like, share, subscribe. Right. We had 100 and I think our top was 176 in the Bucking Booth channel. So please, by all means, like, share, subscribe, share to your friends, share to everybody. We are still giving away a Bo Nix jersey. All right. I don't know when we're giving it away, but we will be giving it away here fairly shortly. And so if you want to be in the running for that, just go ahead, subscribe to the YouTube, make sure your profile is set to public, and we will get you in the running for it. You might be able to walk away this Christmas season with a Bo Nix jersey. Bronco Rob's got it. It's not the one he's wearing, but he does have it. So by all means. So that's the wrong one. We wish it looked like that. There we go. So keep going into this, right? Into this box. Into this box score. We've got receiving, right? For us, we had 28 completions for 353 yards, 1 touchdown, 48 was the longest, and there were 46 targets all around. And with that, we couldn't get the job done. Like, we put up 353 yards on them, and we couldn't. We saw Cortland Sutton had the most amount of targets by far this game. With 6 receptions. So of those 12, he had 6 that he caught for 86 yards and that 1 touchdown that we had. for receiving. What do you think about our passing game? Do you think that it was just a lot of pressures? Do you think it was like, what do you think?
Our passing game, it seemed a little, I don't know, man. Like, there were some plays that Sean Payton called, again, trying for, I don't know if it was supposed to be a screen pass to, I think it was Mims or Franklin. No, it was to Mims, and Franklin was wide open down the field. And there was just some plays that Denver, I don't know what their game plan was offensively for this game. In my opinion, I don't think their secondary is as good as this game portrayed. I think our play calling was a little lackluster. Bo didn't seem like he was comfortable out there. But again, that goes back to him being under pressure the entire game. It sucks that this really kind of screws up our chances for the number 1 seed. But again, we're still in the playoffs. We've still clinched. So, they can't take that away from us, but it is going to affect our playoff seeding moving forward. We have to now win against the Chiefs, which I feel confident we can, as long as we don't play like that. And we still have to win against the Chiefs, which means we won't be resting the starters. We won't have the bye week. So we are going to have to fight tooth and nail through the entire playoffs. I'm just concerned more of who we're going to have to play going to their house, because it's obviously not going to be at home against, in Denver. And again, Denver has been playing their, pardon my proverbial French, but they've been playing their asses off the entire year. And for this game to be the game that basically kicks us out of the number 1 seed and home field advantage in the playoffs, I think this one hurts the most. I would have rather lost Green Bay and beat the Jags to keep that number 1 seed, in my opinion.
But again, I think that's why everybody, kind of underlooked the Jags as far as it came to this game. I think a lot of us really did. Go to the comments real quick. We got Shy coming in. That was a bad game. Unfortunately, yeah, it just was. We have Billy Timmons. You should have covered Washington. To be honest, they were so worried about Myers. They both made plays, regardless of who we covered. They both made plays. They were really good at kind of reading our defense and getting the ball to either one of them. And then he also comes in and says they need to let Bo run when he wants to. We saw Bo design play today. I mean, and it worked out beautifully. Bo, I think, gained 11 yards on that play. But
we only saw one. That's the problem.
No, but do we need to see more runs from Bo or just more runs from our running backs in general?
It's a little bit of both, honestly.
Right? I mean, it's just the season's not over. We still have the playoffs to look to. Polearm Gaming coming in. I don't think I've ever seen this name. If that is a new name.
Welcome to the Buck Your Feelings podcast, brother.
Welcome to your Buck Your Feelings podcast. Here's to you. Don't feel bad for overlooking the Jaguars, even people whose big boy job it is to talk about every team forgets us. Oh, he's a Jags fan. So, like I said, I didn't overlook the Jags. Like I said, I didn't overlook the Jags. I was like, I think we'll win Green Bay. The Jags are the ones I'm worried about. And why is it? Because the Jags, I keep saying it, the Jags needed it more. They needed it more than we did, unfortunately. And we let them walk away with the win, right? In our house.
I was more worried about their kicker, to be quite honest. Like, I thought our defense was going to play lights out like they have been all season long. And unfortunately, that's not the way it shook out. I mean, again, their kicker was hitting 73-yard field goals in warmups. Like, if it came down to it, that's what I was worried about more. Is I was worried about us coming down to a field goal and losing to a miraculous 73, 75-yard field goal than anything. So
the other thing that the other thing that I saw is the 2 turnovers that we had. The fumble and the interception. Devastating.
Oh,
The
you mean the
handoff.
fumble that we didn't get?
No. On the fumble that we gave Jacksonville, it was a handoff to Jaleel, or it was supposed to be a play action, and Jaleel grabbed onto it. I don't know where the miscommunication was. That was a huge just upset when we had that. And then the interception, right? Because now I think that was like within the last 5 minutes of the game, 6 minutes of the game, and we're now scrambling to try and get points on the board, and we're just throwing up Hail Marys essentially, right? Every pass. And you can't do that for Bo. Bo is not that guy who can sit there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna hit every time. Looked right at, I believe it was for Pat Bryant, and instead of going, that man is covered, was like, I'm gonna throw it in the cover, and just got picked off. Like those are 2.
Well, on that particular play, in my opinion, like when you go back and watch the replay, Pat Bryant, I don't know if it was an overthrow by Bo, but Pat Bryant was expecting the ball down by the sideline, and then you see he turned around and the guy was already in the air. So he didn't expect the ball to be at that point up here. He was expecting it down low. So I mean, in my opinion, that's an error on both sides.
Yeah. No,
And
that for sure. I don't put that on. I do not put that on Pat Bryant. I do put that solely on. I put that solely on Bo. Going into defense, we had 5 sacks, right? Which I think puts us back on track for the sack record. We had number 1 tackler was Alex Singleton with 13 total tackles, 4 solos, followed by DJ Jones with 4 or 7, Riley Moss with 6, PJ Locke with 6. Who we didn't see out there a lot. We saw Drake Greenlaw out there for 1. We saw Jonathan Cooper and my boy Zach Allen. I'm a huge Zach Allen fan. Did not see them boys out there today. Did not see them out there the way that we usually see them. Nick Bonito
was almost non-existent.
Almost non-existent, except between him and Drake Greenlaw, non-existent. I heard so much about how Drake Greenlaw is coming back when he was, not playing and all this stuff, and I have no words for it. You know what I'm saying? I think Trey Greenlaw might be one of the more overrated players that we have. I keep hearing about how we need to get rid of Singleton because Singleton might be our worst linebacker. And I'm like, honestly, I saw Singleton making more plays and doing more this game than I saw Greenlaw. Going back to the comments real quick, Rob, before I get your reaction. We have Pull on Gaming. The interception so weird. Sean Payton earlier in the week said Bo couldn't test the corners because they can catch. Then Bo just hucked it up. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that's just what he does. Like, that's usually what happens. Billy Timmons coming in my opinion, more runs for Bo. The backs are not the problem. It's just when Bo gets in a scramble, give him to go ahead and run that thing. Also stop and check down passes. Yeah, no, absolutely. If Bo starts scrambling, just run. Just run. I hate it when I see him do a check down pass because it goes from, hey, he gained a little bit to now it's an incomplete pass, and we didn't get those. Shy asking what happens if we win on Thursday. If we win on Thursday, we are still in the running to own the division. If the Rams beat New England today, we still hold the number 1 seed. If If they lose to the Ravens, if they lose to the Ravens, we still hold the number 1 seed. If they win, then I think we're still up by 1. Is that correct?
Yes, we need New England to lose. Buffalo and the Chargers both won today. But the thing is we're going to need help now. We don't, in a sense, we don't control our own destiny.
And Billy Timmons coming in now. Greenlaw might be out, which I didn't see a lot from Greenlaw. I understand Nick Bonito. I understand because I've been screaming about that the same way that you are right now, Rob. Talking about like, where's Bonito? Where's Bonito? And everybody's like, well, he's getting double teamed. I mean, he was getting beat today. He was getting beat. And it's the nature of the beast. But I think this is a huge wake up call for our guys. And I think that Thursday going into Arrowhead, I think we're going to absolutely put BTA to the Chiefs. I think so. Because
boots to asses.
Yeah. I think we're going to put straight belt to ass because we are so like I don't think there's anyone in that locker room right now that's not kicking themselves in the rear end.
And in my opinion, Riley Moss needs to have a reality check because he missed more tackles tonight than our whole entire defense collectively. Love that Riley dude to Moss, death. He plays his ass off, but he whiffed so many times tonight.
No, I agree with you. He absolutely did. So many times I saw that guy hands on whoever had the ball and get whipped out. Returns, so special teams. Let's get into special teams. We have kick returns. Mims had 2 punt returns for 14 yards. His longest was 7. Not a good return. I expect more from Mims. I expect more. And then kick returns. We had 3 for Mims for 69 yards in total. 24 was his longest. And then Tyler Bidet had 1 for 31 yards. That was his longest. Big Nuts Lutz. Love Big Nuts Lutz. Love that we signed him. Hate that he missed the field goal on home turf. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
All around, man. All around, there's, again, it's death by 1,000 cuts.
Yep.
That's really, really what this game came down to. And it was a lot of little things that, we expected Denver to come out and play more aggressively. We expected their defense to play more efficiently. And, Blitz be repping finally is in here saying, I'm here. Sorry, I'm late, boys. But even he says the defense looked kind of off today. Just was an all around weird game and vibe. And I have to agree. I don't feel like the stadium was in it in the beginning. And then when Jacksonville started scoring, it's like just the air just got knocked out of the sails completely. Hopefully this is also a wake up call to Sean Payton and Vance Joseph that they need to adjust their game plans accordingly. Again, Jacksonville's a great team, but they're not the best team that we're going to see in the playoffs. And if we play like this, we're going to get our ass beat in the first round and get knocked out in the first round again.
Completely. I mean, I agree with you on that, which I don't want to see that at all. I think that you're correct though, as far as I think that this was just one of those games where no one was I don't say no one's heart or head was in the game. I just think that I think we've gotten so comfortable with 11 straight wins, not losing on home turf at all this season until today. We just weren't in it. Right? We kept thinking someone was going to make that big swing play, and it just never happened for us. Bill Simmons coming in here. I get the whole right hash versus left hash. If you're a rookie, but you're a veteran, adapt yourself. I think that's coming off the comment that Johnny had about the Lutz missed field goal kick, where he's not good from the left or the right, whatever. I agree with that completely. Like you've been in this long enough. You tell me you don't take during practice, you're not kicking from both hashes. What are we talking about? Blitz Bureau coming in. I'm fine with losing this game. I'm just glad the winning streak is over. Didn't want to go into the playoffs on a winning streak. I'm glad we got humbled. We will beat the shit out of the Chiefs third string quarterback. I agree. I agree with that. I'm not like I think we're gonna walk into
Kansas City.
to Arrowhead, and I think we're gonna walk into Arrowhead and we're gonna absolutely put belts ass. Billy Simmons coming in trap game, like the viewer said earlier. I don't know if it was a trap game. Because I don't want to call it a trap game because the Jags are on a streak. I think this was now their 6th win streak, right? If I'm correct. Yes, so it's not like we went to the Raiders who were 2-12 and then we let the Raiders beat us. Like I feel like that is more of a trap game where it's like we're going against the team that's just getting their ass kicked every week, and then all of a sudden they just pulling over on us. So am I wrong in that thinking?
No, I agree with you on that aspect 100%. And I mean, even Blitz be reppin' says 100%. Or sorry, Billy Timmons says 100% to Bill Blitz be reppin'.
Whether that be about about the win streak and beating the crap out of KC or whatnot. I have Jag fans chirping at work already. We will see. Sorry, I'm gonna pull it up. I have Jags fans chirping at work already. We will see with the playoffs. Believe that won't happen again. I agree with that 100%. I think that this is definitely, like I said, it's a wake up call. It's definitely us going, okay, we figured it out. We're gonna figure it out. You'll see us again for sure.
And to be quite honest, I didn't really see our defense blitzing Trevor Lawrence a whole lot. Normally you see Hufanga in there, you see McMillan on a blitz, and I didn't really see that this game.
No, I think what happened was I think Vance started pulling Hufanga back to try to cover slots and passes. I think that's what I saw more than anything because we were putting pressure on Trevor Lawrence, but we weren't making contact with Trevor Lawrence. We had 5 sacks. We had 5 sacks this game. So saying that we weren't blitzing or that we weren't putting on pressure is we put 5 up on him, right? Could we have done more? Sure, but we definitely put pressure on him.
Billy Timmons coming in saying humbling ourselves. Blitz be repping coming in saying definitely agree with you guys. The tackling tonight was horrendous.
Tackling was god awful. I mean, Riley Moss, especially, like, I'm really glad he ended up breaking up that pass in the end zone. Cool. Love to see it. I saw that man have arms around a receiver. I think it was Strange and Myers or Washington, and just get slung off him. Killed me. Hufanga got pulled back because of mistake. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's exactly what it was. Like I said, that's why we didn't see him up there breaking up those running back, blowing up those run plays like we usually do. How many times have we seen Hufanga come up, blow up a run play for a gain of 1 when we need it? You can't do that if we've got Washington breaking tackles and then gaining 20 yards on a pass. We should have tackled, either at the line of scrimmage or at 2 or 3 yards ahead of it, right?
Well, to be quite honest, though, Grunt, we held ETN to only 50 yards on 16 carries. Like, that's pretty good for him. I feel like that.
But that's why we don't. That's so I think. Why bring up Hufanga when you have the receivers that are making all of the big plays?
Blitz coming in.
Bo looked out of rhythm tonight. I guess I shouldn't have watched the Bo Nix documentary this morning. I think I jinxed him. LOL. I think that Bo is a sophomore quarterback. I think at the end of the day, that's what I look at it as. He is a sophomore quarterback. This is his second year in the NFL. Our record is 12-3. I am okay with that record. I still believe we could win the AFC conference. I think we could maybe go to a Super Bowl. I think the Jags wanted it more tonight. That's what I think. I think the Jags wanted it more. I think Bo was doing what he could. But I think that we are still that team. We are still the team that could take it as far as we can. I think tonight the Jags had more to lose, and that put them in the mindset of not a chance.
I mean, currently we're still sitting at the number 1 seed as of right now.
It's one that we could afford to lose, right? It is. Blitz coming back in. Bo is him. That's why we call him Bo Himothy. He is a stud and winning us 2 Super Bowls minimum. Man has ice water in his veins. Like you said, I said this last season when we made it to the playoffs when we shouldn't have. I was like, give it 2 or 3 years, we're going to be in a Super Bowl. Bo's going to be under center for sure. That's the way that's the way it's tracking right now. It's just about how are we going to get there, right? Coming out of that, I think it's time. We did lose a game, but it's time to figure out who's got the balls. So it's a loss, which hurts. I'm gonna give us. What do you think, Rob? You want to give one game ball each to somebody?
Yeah.
We'll just do one each tonight, just because it's just a heartbreak. It's just disheartening to watch, and it was a disheartening loss. You know, I've been at it for the. You know, I've been at it for you've been at it for you marathon today. You've been pre-game time and now post. So I'm sure your brain's fried watching that and just doing the bucking booth with you, and then now doing the post game. You know, watching everything. I think one each sounds good.
Sounds good to me, man. You go first, brother.
All right. You want me to go first? All right. Let me pull this back up right quick. It's really hard to give one right now. But if I were to give a game ball to somebody, I think honestly I'd have to probably give it to Courtland Sutton tonight. Courtland had the only reception touchdown, right? He had 12 targets, 6 receptions for 86 yards. I needed that for fantasy regardless. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate him for showing out for me a little bit. But no, I think that's I think Court came out. He played a good game. He had some impressive catches. The one trick play, I thought he had it. All he had to do was just hang on to it for a half a second more. And I mean, honestly, that would have been awesome. But I think he played a hell of a game. I think that he found those spots that he needed to hit, and he hit them. So, what say you to that?
Yeah. You know, it is what it is, man. It's hard to give out any kind of game balls when you take an L, right? But Courtland Sutton, you know, on the plays that we needed him, he stepped up and he made those plays. Offensively for me, to be quite honest, just from performance alone, I'm gonna give my game ball to RJ Harvey offensively. Harvey had 7 rushes for 50 yards with 1 touchdown. He also had 4 receptions for 71 yards. Longest was 32. So, in my opinion, I think RJ Harvey, again proved that he is going to be a back in this league for a very long time. He's multifaceted. He got dinged up last game, was able to come back, be available for this game. So that's who I'm going to give it to offensively. Who do you got defensively you want to give a game ball to?
Oh, we're giving one ball each. So that was it.
Oh, that's that. You only want to do one
That's
offense,
it.
one defense.
That's
In
it.
total, my bad.
That was it. That was one ball. It was one ball in general because we
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know honestly if I'd give too many.
No one on
Now,
the defense deserves anything. We lost the game. No
Oh,
one
wait a minute.
deserves.
Wait. Had Zach Allen been able to rip that down the field for that strip sack fumble recovery, and we didn't get screwed by the refs, I'd have given a ball to Zach Allen. But
Of course,
I mean,
he's my
really,
boy.
that's all. That's all
No,
we
I
really
see.
got to say. I mean, Bo Nix did what he could. Again, was 28 for 47 for 352 yards alone.
Yeah.
But he had that costly interception, and like we've been saying, he wasn't playing the way that we're used to seeing him playing. Billy Timmons coming in saying Alex Singleton needs one, and I would agree with that. I think Singleton did make some plays. So I mean, if I had to give a game ball to anybody on the defense, it would be Alex Singleton. Again, coming back from testicular cancer surgery. Whatever that entails, whether he's rocking 2 or rocking 1, hats off to him for showing up every week. So,
For sure. I think Alex Singleton definitely. If I was going to give one to the defense, it probably would have been him. I mean, if not him, really, it's everybody else played kind of a lackluster game. It really was just Singleton out there today, and so things. That's one of the things that when I hear people say that we need to get rid of the Singleton, I'm like, this is why we don't. When there's a bad game, I see Singleton out there. I see him putting his body on the line for the boys.
So there's one thing I want to do with you, Grunt, if you don't mind.
Send it. I see you pulling something up. Send it.
So what we're gonna do here. This is the NFL playoff machine. We got about 15 minutes left, give or take, right? So currently Denver's sitting at the number 1 seed. Again, we're sitting at 12-3. So I'm going to look ahead to next week. Okay, you and I are going to run through these games and just pick who we think we're going to win and see if it changes anything. Okay. Washington and Dallas. Who do you got? I'm going to take Dallas on that one.
I think I might take Dallas on that one.
Okay. Jags and Colts.
Yeah, it's a home game for Colts, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm going to take the Colts on that one.
Okay. Lions, Vikings.
Lions.
Bucks, Dolphins.
Bucks.
I'm definitely taking Denver over KC.
For sure.
I'm going to take Seattle over the Panthers.
Okay.
I'm going to take Houston over the Chargers, to be quite honest with you, even though they're playing.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
LA.
No, for sure. For sure.
I want to take the Bengals over the Cardinals.
Okay. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Ravens, Packers. They're playing in Green Bay.
Packs. I'll take Packs on that one.
And a tale of 2 trash teams, Giants and Raiders.
Giants. For sure, Giants.
Steelers, Browns.
Steelers.
Eagles, Bills.
Ooh.
I'm going to take the Bills.
Much as I want to hate to say it, Bills. Much
Yep.
as I hate to say it.
New England Jets. You're going to have to go New England.
Yeah, you have to.
Bears, 49ers.
Niners.
Saints, Titans.
Saints.
Rams, Falcons.
Rams.
Okay, so with just those games alone, Denver's still sitting at the number 1 seed, 13-3. Los Angeles comes in at 7, New England's at 2, Jacksonville's at 6, Houston's at 3, Buffalo's at 5, Pittsburgh's at 4, right? We don't care much about the NFC, so we're not even going to talk about it. Let's go into the last week of the season, okay? Cardinals, Rams.
Rams.
My thoughts. Cowboys, Giants.
Cowboys.
Broncos, Chargers. Obviously, we're going to take the Broncos.
For sure.
Browns, Bengals.
Bengals.
Chiefs, Raiders.
I don't want to say. I don't want to root for either of them. God, that's terrible, dude. That's terrible. That's like get electrocuted or get set on fire. Neither.
Electrocuted, you could still survive. Fire, I don't know.
You still survive. Either way, you get jacked up. Who do I hate more, the Chiefs or the Raiders? That's the. We'll go Raiders just because I hate the Chiefs and I want to see the cry.
Lions, Bears.
Bears.
Dolphins, Pats.
Pats.
Saints, Falcons.
Falcons.
Commanders, Eagles. You got to take the Eagles.
Yeah, I got to take the Eagles on that one.
Bills, Jets. Unfortunately, you got to take the Bills.
Yeah, I take the Bills.
I don't see the Jets beating the Bills. Ravens, Steelers.
Steelers.
Packers, Vikings.
Pack.
Seahawks, 49ers. I'm taking the Seahawks.
I want to say Niners, but that's the thing. It's one of those things I'd go Niners. I think I go Niners.
I agree with you on that one. Panthers, Bucks.
Bucks.
Colts, Texans playing in Houston.
Texans.
Titans, Jags.
Jags.
Okay, so if this is correct, Denver's 14-3, still sitting at the number 1 seed. Does that give you a little more hope?
I mean, I have hope regardless.
But I'm saying for the first seed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Regardless,
I mean, again, all that really changed was the NFC. The AFC is pretty much going to stay the same. So, with that being said, does it suck that we lost our home win streak and our win streak overall? Yes.
Yes.
If this is accurate, does it change anything for us? Not a damn thing.
No.
So at the end of the day, like our network name is, we are still orange and blue all day, every day.
That's right, baby. All right. Well, with that, we'll go into final thoughts.
My final thoughts is just let's keep rolling. Let's win out. Let's go to 14-3, and let's see how the playoffs shake out. If that's accurate, if that follows all the rules, the tiebreakers, all that other dumb shit, then I'm not worried about it. And to answer,
Blitz, we're not speaking that into existence. You stop that right now. You stop that right now, Blitz. We don't put that. We don't put that into existence.
Well, the only thing that changes is if it happens, just to pacify Blitz be repping curiosity. If it happens and New England wins out, we drop to 2, they get the 1. That's it.
Then we lose the division.
I mean, even if you go to 17 and the Chiefs win, so we have to win these last 2 games. Either one, New England takes the 1, we take 2.
Yep.
So again, orange and blue all day, every day. I wear orange, tinted glasses every single day. I believe in our team. I still believe, and we just got to see how it comes out. And I just want to give a shout out to D-Rock, comes in saying, "Sup, Rob? Sup, the host with the most, Yost? Appreciate you being here, man."
All right.
Your
right
final
before I
thoughts,
get to my
sir.
final comments. Right before I get to my final comments, last but not least, please, we got all y'all that are in the chat, like, share, subscribe. I'll say it one more time. We appreciate you guys for being here. We appreciate you guys hanging out with me and Rob today. Rob, especially being all day. Rob, shout out to you, dude, for absolutely crushing it with the marathon. I know it's a lot, man. So appreciate you. And guys, like, share, subscribe. Just hit the share button. Even if you already subscribed, just hit the share button. Get us out there. Appreciate all of you. My final thoughts is the season is not over. We have a whole postseason to see our boys absolutely crush it. All right. It's a hard loss. It's one that we didn't want to see. And unfortunately, it ended up happening, but it ain't the end. All right. We still got a lot more football to see our boys play. And you know what? I'm pumped for it. So hope to see you guys later on this week on the Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue podcast on Tuesday. Remember, you have a whole bunch of shows in the schedule, right? We have Bronco Bros on Monday, Nothing Rhymes on Tuesday, my Symposium on Wednesday, Broncos Talk on Wednesday. Thursday will be the game, right? So we should have pregame, the play-by-play, and the post-game every game day. All right, I know it's Christmas Day. We'll see who ends up jumping in on that. And then we have our Vivos Los Broncos on Friday, right? I'm sure they're gonna be talking about the game on that right after Christmas. So hope to see you guys. Hope to see you guys there. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys, everybody, for being there. And you know what? Mile high salute from me and Rob. All right. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Here comes the thunder, feel that quake in Broncos country. We're never afraid to take